Now, nobody throws a Halloween fright night like the US of A, right?
Right.
So, Alison's got no words in this, so I want to include her a little bit.
Thank
Isn't that
you.
right, Alison?
That's so sweet.
Lovely.
Thank you.
So Bryony's hopped over on a broom and flown to Universal Studios.
Yes, she has.
One of Alison's
too much?
favourite places.
Orlando.
Yes. And to see how the pros bring the monsters to life. Isn't that
It
right?
is.
If there's one thing you should know about me is that I love Halloween, and as a professional makeup artist, this time of year is my absolute favourite. Nobody does it bigger or better than the USA, so I'm jetting off to see just how scary it really can be. Enjoy your drink. Thank you so much. I mean, it can't be that terrifying, can it? Cheers. I'm here at Universal Orlando Resort to pull back the curtain on Halloween Horror Nights. And with 10 haunted houses and plenty of sinister scare zones to explore, there'll be no shortage of inspiration this spooky season. This year, I've been given special permission to be a scare actor here in the Stranger Things house. But before I start terrifying any tourists, I better check it out myself. Okay, well, I think I handled that pretty well. But by the looks of things, I'm going to need a little bit of help. So I've come to meet Matt, who's going to show me exactly how the pros do it. How do I become the best scarer? Horrific scarer, in your words.
We have set you up for success. So you have great lighting, you have a great location. This lighting effect will happen. It's a strobe, okay? You got to heighten this so you have that kind of that zombie-like character. So yeah, a little bit in the shoulders, a little head cocked, kind of a movement, you know, show that head straightening and then come right at the guest. Walk with intention, walk with that little bit of malicious intent, right? You can portray that in your physicality and then maybe raise that finger up, point right at them, and then you can go back and get the next scare.
I can't wait!
There's just one thing you're missing, the costume.
It's time to scare some tourists. Yes, believe it or not, that's me under there. Nailed it. I couldn't come all this way without learning some Halloween makeup tips from the masters. Hi Andrew, it's so lovely to meet you. Now you are one of the makeup artists here at Halloween Horror Nights. What are you going to do today?
We're going to start off by doing a little zombie hand. So what I'm going to do is start off using some liquid latex, and we're just going to start stippling, just like this, so we can get some texture. So now at this point, once we start to build up some more layers of this liquid latex, bubbles will form, and you can kind of start to like pick at it a little bit. So I'm going to start with just like a light base, so that'll make my color show up better. Now we're going to start stippling on some color. So we just have our little yellow tone. We're gonna jump into like a red-brown color, almost kind of like a maroon. And that's going to be kind of like blood that's old and kind of pooled to the surface. I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna start with some purple inside of these little areas. And sometimes decayed skin, like when it's starting to rot like that, it'll get like this white film on top of it. So this is our take on a decayed zombie hand, and she's all rotten and gross and beautiful. I'm gonna use a light corn syrup.
Okay, so if we don't have corn syrup, can we use like any kind of syrup, honey?
Absolutely. If you would like to put this in your mouth and use it for like a mouth effect, totally safe to do that. And then you wanna take red. You can use liquid food coloring or gel. They both work the same. And then the secret to making really realistic looking fake blood, add a couple of drops of blue. When you think about it, real blood kind of has a little blue tint to it. Just mix it up, and there it is. Nice realistic looking tone. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lay down a white base, and then after that, I'm gonna be laying down my first mermaid colors. It's good to go over top of cream colors with eyeshadow because then you'll get much more vibrant colors. So at this point, I am using an angle brush. I'm just doing a little smoky eyeliner here. And just kind of start drawing like a scale pattern. You can use fishnet tights. Those make an excellent mermaid scale stencil. I'm going to go ahead and add a few little random highlights with a small brush on some of these scales, just to give them some dimension. So now I'm gonna move on to the blood.
That looks really good.
And these are all my Halloween tips and tricks.
I love them all. I've had the most amazing day learning the art of Halloween makeup from the masters. One thing is for sure, I'm not going to be short of ideas next time I'm out trick-or-treating.
Enjoyed that. It's come here as well. I enjoyed that.
Oh my God!
Stop it.